Students, in previous lecture we have seen the classification of anti-anginal drugs. Now in today's lecture we are going to discuss or continue with the topic anti-anginal drugs. So let's see the mechanism of action of anti-anginal drugs one by one. The first class of anti-anginal drug is nitrates or organic nitrates. All organic nitrates share the same action, differ only in the time course. So first is preload reduction. The most prominent action is exerted on vascular smooth muscle. In that, nitrate dilate veins more than the arteries. Then the peripheral pooling of blood and it decrease the venous return. That is, preload on heart is reduced and also end diastolic size and pressure are reduced. That is the decreased cardiac work. And second is afterload reduction. Nitrate also produce some arterial dilation and it slightly decrease total peripheral resistance or afterload on heart. That is, blood pressure falls somewhat and these actions contribute to reduction in cardiac work. Third is redistribution of coronary flow. In that, in the arterial tree, nitrate preferentially relax bigger conducting coronary arteries than the arterioles or resistance vessels. This pattern of action may cause the favorable redistribution of blood flow to ischemic area in angina patient. So mechanism of action of nitrates are: in the body, organic nitrates are chemically reduced to release nitric oxide, a gas that can dissolve in biological fluid and in cellular membrane. Nitrate decrease coronary vasoconstriction or spasm and increase perfusion of the myocardium by relaxing coronary arteries. In addition, they relax vein, decreasing preload and myocardial oxygen consumption. So, mechanism of action of nitrates are: organic nitrates such as nitroglycerin, which is also known as glyceryl trinitrate, are thought to relax vascular smooth muscle by their intracellular conversion to nitrite ions and then to nitric oxide, and which in turn activate guanylate cyclase and increase the cell's cyclic guanosine monophosphate, that is GMP. Elevated cGMP ultimately lead to promote dephosphorylation of the myosin light chain and the reduction of cytosolic calcium and resulting in vascular smooth muscle relaxation. That is shown in the figure. In this figure, explain how the nitrates works on the smooth muscle. So, we'll see. Organic nitrates are rapidly denitrated enzymatically in the smooth muscle cell to release the reactive free radical nitric oxide. Okay. Then, which activates the systolic guanylate cyclase and increase the cyclic GMP, which is shown in the figure. And then the causes dephosphorylation of myosin light chain kinase, that is MLCK, this shown in the figure, through a cyclic GMP dependent protein kinase, and these reduce availability of phosphorylated MLCK interferes with activation of myosin, and this show in this figure, and it falls to interact, that means myosin falls to interact with the actin to cause contraction, and that consequently relaxation occurs. Also, rise intracellular cyclic GMP may also reduce calcium entry into the cell, and it contributing to the relaxation. Pharmacokinetic of nitrates. Organic nitrates are lipid soluble, and it will absorb from buccal mucosa, intestine and skin. It ingested orally all except isorbide mononitrate. Undergo extensive and variable first pass metabolism in the liver, and they are rapidly denitrated by the glutathione reductase. This is the enzyme, and mitochondrial aldehyde dehydrogenase. These both are the enzyme which is responsible for the metabolism. Then adverse effect of nitrates. Headache is the most common adverse effect of nitrates. High doses of nitrates can also cause postural hypotension, facial flushing and tachycardia. Phosphodiesterase type 5 inhibitors such as sildenafil potentiate the action of nitrates, and to preclude the dangerous hypotension that may occur, this combination is contraindicated. Also, some contraindication is there, in that hypersensitivity, severe anemia, increased chronic heart disease, then cerebral hemorrhage, and also a drug interaction is produced if nitrates and sildenafil is there. It can lead to severe hypotension, myocardial infarction, and also it occurs death. Tolerance and dependence of nitrates. Tolerance to the action of nitrates develop rapidly as the blood vessels become desensitized to vasodilation. Tolerance can be overcome by providing a daily nitrate free interval to restore sensitivity to the drug. And dependence, sudden withdrawal after prolonged exposure has resulted in spasm of coronary and peripheral blood vessels. Withdrawal of nitrates should be gradual. Then here is the some uses of nitrates or organic nitrates. Nitrates are used in the treatment of angina pectoris. Glyceryl trinitrate produce relief within 3 minutes in 75% of patients, and the rest may require another dose or take longer, up to 9 minutes. Then also used in the treatment of acute coronary syndrome, also used in the treatment of myocardial infarction, also congestive heart failure and acute left ventricular failure. In that, nitrate afford relief by venous pooling of blood and reduce venous return, that means reduce preload, and it decrease end diastolic volume and improvement in left ventricular functions. Also used in biliary colic, esophageal spasm, then cyanide poisoning. In that, nitrate generate methemoglobin, and which has high affinity for the cyanide radicals. Then here is the some available forms of nitrates. Nitrates are available in the form of sublingual tablets, topical ointment, and also transdermal patches. translingual spray, transmucosal tablets, and also it available in the form of intravenous. The next class of anti-anginal drug is beta blockers. The beta adrenergic blockers decrease the oxygen demands of the myocardium by blocking beta 1 receptor, and it resulting in the decreased heart rate, contractility, cardiac output, and also blood pressure. All beta blockers are nearly equally effective in decreasing frequency and severity of attacks and in increasing exercise tolerance in classical angina, but cardioselective agents, that is atenolol and metoprolol, both are the cardioselective agents, are preferred over non-selective beta 1 and beta 2 blockers, that is propranolol. Then agents with intrinsic sympathomimetic activity such as pindolol should be avoided in patients with angina and those who have had a myocardial infarction. Adverse effects of beta blockers are hypotension, depression, bradycardia, heart attack, and congestive heart failure. Here is some contraindications of beta blockers. It is contraindicated in asthma, diabetes, severe bradycardia, peripheral vascular disease, or also chronic obstructive pulmonary disease (COPD). And the beta blockers can be used with nitrates to increase the exercise duration and tolerance. The next class of anti-anginal drug is calcium channel blockers. The example is verapamil, diltiazem, nifedipine are the example of calcium channel blockers. The pharmacological actions of calcium channel blockers, it acts on the smooth muscle. The calcium channel blockers cause the relaxation by decreasing intracellular availability of calcium, and the dihydropyridines have the most marked smooth muscle relaxant and vasodilator action. The verapamil is the somewhat weaker, followed by diltiazem. Also it acts on the heart. Calcium influx is increased in ischemia because of the membrane depolarization that hypoxia produces. The calcium channel blockers protect the tissue by inhibiting the entrance of calcium into cardiac and smooth muscle cells of coronary and systemic arterial beds, and it also decreases the smooth muscle tone and vascular resistance after load. The verapamil is the calcium channel blockers. It dilates arterioles and decreases total peripheral resistance, and it shows arterioventricular conductions directly and decrease the heart rate, contractility, blood pressure, and also decrease the oxygen demand. And it also has some alpha adrenergic blocking activity. Verapamil has greater negative inotropic effect than amlodipine, but it is weaker vasodilators, and it should not be given with beta blockers, digoxin, cardiac depressant like quinidine, and disopyramides. The calcium channel blockers, the next example is benzothiazepine, that is diltiazem. It also shows AV conduction, decrease the rate of firing of the sinus node pacemaker, and is also a coronary artery vasodilators, and it can relieve coronary artery spasm and is particularly useful in the patient with variant angina, and it is somewhat less potent vasodilators than the nifedipine and verapamil. Okay, then nifedipine is the prototype dihydropyridine with a rapid onset and short duration of action, and it causes arterial dilatation and decrease the total peripheral resistance. Nifedipine is usually administered as an extended release oral formulation, and it causes the direct depressant action on the heart in higher dose. Adverse drug reaction of dihydropyridine, that is nifedipine, is the frequent side effects are palpitation, flushing, ankle edema, hypotension, headache, drowsiness, and nausea. Nifedipine has paradoxically increased the frequency of angina in some patients. Other dihydropyridines, calcium channel blockers, are amlodipine, nitrendipine, lacidipine, are other dihydropyridines, calcium channel blockers. The amlodipine, an oral dihydropyridine, functions mainly as an arterial vasodilators. Vasodilators means what? Dilate the vessels, blood vessels, both arteries and veins. Then nitrendipine is a calcium channel blockers with additional action of vasodilation action, and vasodilation action is due to the release of nitric oxide from the endothelium, and it inhibits the cyclic AMP phosphodiesterase. Then lacidipine is a highly vasoselective newer dihydropyridine. Then nimodipine is short-acting dihydropyridine, and dihydropyridine with long duration of action is benidipine. Then lercandipine is the long duration of action of dihydropyridine. Then here is the some pharmacokinetic characteristics of calcium channel blockers. Then calcium channel blockers, uses of calcium channel blockers. It can be safely given to patient with obstructive lungs disease and peripheral vascular disease in whom beta blockers are contraindicated. Also, calcium channel blockers are used in the treatment of angina pectoris, hypertension, cardiac arrhythmias, and also hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. Then next class of antianginal drug is potassium channel opener. The example is nicorandil. The antianginal action of nicorandil is mediated through the ATP sensitive potassium channels, thereby hyperpolarizing vascular smooth muscle, and it is well absorbed orally, nearly completely metabolized in the liver, and is excreted in the urine. When it administered IV during angioplasty for acute myocardial infarction, and it is believed to improve outcome. Some adverse effect of potassium channel blockers, potassium channel openers are flushing, palpitation, weakness, headache, dizziness, nausea, and vomiting. Then other antianginal drugs are dipyridamole, trimethazidapine, then ranolazepam, ivabradine, oxyphedrine. These are the other antianginal drugs. It has antianginal property to overcome the angina. Dihydropyridamoles inhibit platelet aggregation, and it is useful or powerful coronary dilators. Then second is trimethazidine. These antianginal drugs act by non-hemodynamic mechanism, and the mechanism of action of this drug is uncertain, but it may improve the cellular tolerance to ischemia by inhibiting the myocardial long chain 3-ketoacyl CoA thiolase. Then ranolazine. These novel antianginal drugs primarily act by inhibiting a late sodium current and in the myocardium, Next drug is ivabradine. This is the pure heart rate lowering anti-anginal drugs. Has been introduced recently as an alternative to beta blockers, and it blocks the cardiac pacemaker cells F channels. Then next drug is oxyfedrine. It improves the myocardial metabolism. Okay, thank you.